What's up, Internet? This is Rambling Josh, and you're watching another episode of Let's Play Arc the Lad 2. So, last time around we finished up our work here in Milmana, at least for the time being. I'm not sure if there's more jobs here in the future. But before we proceed with the story, we want to make sure that you have examined this particular wanted poster. And with that, we're heading out of here. And our destination is now the oil rig, which of course was the entire reason we came to Milmana to begin with. We just happened to have to take out the granola so that we could actually get to the oil rig. So let's do that now. That sure looks like an oil rig. That sure is a silent airship. You'd think those propellers would be making a bit more noise. Are you gonna let people off or what? Is that really as close as you're gonna get to the deck? Oh. I guess at least I wasn't the only one to notice. What is the point of this? Was like the airship sprite too big to render next to the oil platform? I guess there's an advantage to being able to teleport. There is no way you would make that jump in heels. Are we done with the train of people yet? Okay. I'm not sure what you think I'm going to be able to do if I'm on my own in the middle of the ocean. Is there a reason not to destroy the oil rig? Why does this place even exist, really? I guess there's the mind control device. Did they mention why it had to be here? And I just didn't notice? Poor Diek. And Choco. At least they include like the secret characters. I like how they kind of just insert them into scenes sometimes to give them a little more time in the sun. So... oh, my levels are really moving on. Let us go with... let's go with Iga. The party that you choose doesn't make a huge amount of difference since you are going to be able to actually like repick your party later on. Seems an odd place for a battle. I've been kind of neglecting to use Choco lately. It's easy to forget she's there because she's at the bottom of the list. What was I saying? Right. I don't know why they make such a big deal of everyone jumping off of the ship, and then they don't even let you, like, you can only bring 5 people. Like, I know it's a gameplay restriction that you can only have 5 people in your party, but it just seems really strange to me. Choco... I don't think Choco has... No, she does have a proper set of armor. Yeah, she's got an elven cloak. Just seems like she took a lot of damage from that attack. No, I don't want to end my turn. I don't think there's a particularly large amount of battles in this place, but I could definitely be wrong about that. Can you please connect with an attack, Choco? I want to see how much damage your shoes can do. I got her these fancy red shoes. I'm not being able to kick anything with them yet. I mean, I've only tried twice, but still. Well, that's a pretty good damage for a frontal attack. I kind of dislike the way the AI works in this kind of map. I mean, I guess it kind of works to your advantage if all of the enemies aren't beelining you from the word go, but it also means that I have to end up chasing them down. Wait, is that fire breath? No, okay. I was gonna say, I thought breath attacks were supposed to originate from the square in front of you. Can't reach anything with Ega. Yay, level up. She's still got the violet necklace on, so... She has like, what, like 500 health? Okay. I thought she had a little bit more than that, but not that it matters. I think I'm gonna leave that thing for Lisa to kill. Lisa is rather low on levels at this point. Now we just have to track down these guys. Is anyone else taking any damage? Just trying to keep people topped off. Keep Lisa's experience intake somewhat steady. Let's just go for this thing. Choco has a lot of movement now that she has the red shoes, so might as well take advantage of that. Down you go. I kind of wasn't expecting there to be a battle this early into the dungeon, honestly. Thought I'd be able to get quite a ways into this place before I found a battle. Does Spinster? Yeah, Spinster takes less MP than Earthquake. Well, no, let's stick with... Can I reach him from here with Earthquake? Yeah, I can. Because otherwise, I would have to have someone else use an ability in order to finish the thing off. Because Lisa would be standing in the way. I thought I was going to use Spinster because it's less MP and a faster animation than Earthquake. Anyways, this part of the dungeon is extremely straightforward. Got some more guys to kill. So as I was saying, this part of the dungeon is pretty much just a straight shot. We've got a chest in here. And we have to go through this little tube, which is a little tricky. You might not be able to tell right away that it's an interactable part of the environment, but it is. Now, there's a little door in here, but we can't get past that quite yet. We will be able to eventually, but it's fairly important to remember that spot. So now we come in here. And honestly, this part of the dungeon, it looks a lot more complicated than it actually is. So there's a little pathway here that once again we can't go down quite yet. So we just go through here, and even though it looks like it's all intertwined, it's really just a straight shot. Come in here though. We can find Flame Edge. Is that any good? Not really. Wait. Is it really that much worse than the Wind Edge? The Wind Edge is actually quite good. Weird. Well, whatever the case may be. Come up this way. And in here, we find the Instant and some Revival Dust. Now the Instant is a very interesting sword. If you remember the Damocles Blade, which gives MP on level up, which is a sword I'm going to talk a little bit about in a minute, the Instant is similar in that it increases your offense when you level up, which is a lot more pertinent to the average sword user. So I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with it at this point, but I have an idea. So let me go back a second. I decided that something that I would do with Ark is, if I notice that he is close to a level up, I'm going to switch him to the Damocles Blade, and then after he levels up, switch him back to his normal sword. That way his MP can still go up a little bit faster, but not suffer so much from the effects of the lower attack on the Damocles Blade. And I say this for Ark mostly just because he has a fair... he's mostly useful for his spells. Of course, he does have the Brave Crest, which helps a lot with MP, but it can't hurt to have a little bit more MP total. So I think I'm going to do something similar with the Instant. If I'm using a sword wielder who I notice is close to leveling up, I'll switch them to the Instant. So I guess this basically comes down to Elk and Tosh, since I'll be switching the Damocles Blade onto Ark instead. So I think that's how I'm going to go about it. Whether or not I actually end up ever noticing in time is a completely different question. Am I coming down this way? Yeah. Okay, so I'll hit this switch. Nothing happens. Okay. Well, there are some more dudes here. There sure are a lot of them, but they're also in a very nice and tight formation. Well, that didn't take very long. So let's see what's down here. Supply is shut off, huh? Well, looks like we've got ourselves a little bit of a puzzle here. So, we're just gonna have to figure this out on the next episode of Let's Play Ark the Lad 2. Catch you later.